24. And up next is Devondre Campbell, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Packers and the Lions under the lights on Thursday night.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were losers last week. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay's giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the 1st round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 94 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. 3.5 to go, first quarter. In motion, the tight end. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, 15 carries, 56 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Lions had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's got it. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Back to throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Lions 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 64 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down and 8. Now it's gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That'll be cool. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, but the Packers need to develop into a #1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Love. Right side to Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're going to break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Dillon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Eluding the press. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. 2nd and 4. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the 50, it's gone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Goff on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Goff. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Again, Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing on third, Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up this weekend. One being the kickoff to the International Series. The Falcons and Jaguars over in Wembley at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the New England Patriots. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Play action this time with Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his second rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Montgomery with a good game there, and he broke 800 yards for the Bears' NFL best ground game last season. Divisional rival Detroit took notice and brought him in to boost their growing offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Goff. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. This is Dillon on the counter. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield that can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Dobbs goes in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From the 43, here's 2nd and 4. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown, and that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. Love looking to throw it. Musgrave's got it out right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I'd like to just stand aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. An inside give to Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they